Ooh, welcome to the live at 5, live on the dime, live you try. My fan on in the background, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter anyway. And I'm behind the green screen tonight. Charge it up. Um, so yeah, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. I'm gonna leave that fan on because that's a little bit better. It helps this circulation. I don't even know if y'all can hear me or not. Hold on, let me clean my glasses. I was outside walking the dog and just rained out of nowhere. Torrential downpour. It really was. It was a torrential downpour. I'm chilling tonight. Yo, so oh, you okay? Cool. What's good? Let me. What's good, Alexis? What's good, Ash all day? Ash all day. Daryl Dunbar, what's good? Miss Sassy, what's good? Jessica, what's good? Thumbs up this video if you like. What did I post today? I didn't post today. So yeah, we gonna work some things out to see if we can't squeeze in Saturdays and Sundays. Like, because I just feel it's important. And I really been want to post 7 days a week. Ooh, it's a task. I'm just gonna say yeah, it's a task, and I'm sure if I'm missing a drink, my throat dry, and it's raining. I just really wanted to jump on live. I'm chilling tonight. It's a real chill, relaxed night. I might go grab a drink. There's a few bars around here. I'm not falling asleep, by the way. There's a few bars around here, and I never really went to them. But it's raining like crazy, so then it's off and on. I don't really like the rain. I like the rain when it's like when you sit on a porch and you just chillaxing and a good book or something like that, your Kindle or iPad. You're just chilling and you know it's just nice and comforting. But here we have the what is it called? I hate those things. Juliet balcony. I hate them. I hate them because I mean it just serves no purpose at all. Like it literally serves like you could have put a whole balcony right there. And I'm from the country, so this city living, I ain't gonna flex. Like it took me a long time to get used to because I like being outside. Like I like standing around the fire. Usually around this time of year, you know what I'm saying? Standing around the barrel, you know, just hanging with fam and cooling it. Got a fresh cut on deck because I needed it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know. It's just something about a haircut. It just makes you feel good. I don't know what it is. It's just something about a haircut. So hopefully y'all had. What's today? Saturday. Hopefully y'all had a good weekday. Good Saturday. I did a mukbang today, and I didn't take a nap after. It's pretty awesome. Because usually I take a nap and I feel kind of guilty because I just ate all that food and then went and laid down and went to sleep. So I always feel guilty. I don't know why. Oh crap! I always feel guilty when I mukbang and go to sleep. But yeah, it's a pretty chill day for me. Y'all know I do lives on Saturdays. No particular topic. Always open Q&A for the new subs that are here. I got a lot of new subs today. Thank you so much. Oh, definitely shout out to Steph and Tosh. They posted a video today, and it was basically not any specific, but it was just basically like shout out to all the guy mukbangers, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty nice of her to do that. I was very appreciative. I don't know about the other guy mukbangers, and I didn't know it was so many. Like I really legit didn't know Like I didn't even know it was like mood bangers in Atlanta. I mean, I figured, other people did it, but I didn't know as many people did it as, the amount of people that do it. And then she shouted out a lot of people on her page as far as guy mood bangers. I didn't know. A few of them I knew. Simply Food, TY, uh, uh, I think his name, the Fat Guy Show, Fat Mac or something like that. Of course, Dame Dash. Who else? Maybe one or two others. But yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot of mukbangers out there, which is what I like because it definitely makes you feel. Because at first I did kind of feel like, secluded over here, guy, mukbanger, but then I started finding out about other people. So I think that's pretty cool. I like it because everybody has their own personality and everybody has their own, little thing and look. I'm sitting in a lawn chair, by the way. If you wonder, it is a lawn chair. So I'm gonna get the new iPhone because that crack in that screen right there. Y'all can see it. You see, you don't do it like that. I put my hand right there. Can't see it, but yeah, it's pretty chill. Y'all quiet. Y'all never this quiet. What's going on? What's really going on? What's good? What's good? I need to get my I used to wear a hoop earring, like an old pimp, a gold hoop earring. I'm gonna start that wearing my hoop earring. Definitely. Oh, my comments not popping up. What's up, PP? Appreciate that, Jessica. My comments not popping up. What's good, Deborah? How was my Saturday? Saturday was cool. Like it was lit. Like today, I was very productive. Um, I went to work this morning, so I still had to work my normal 9 to 5, and they had like a few hours open, so I used some PTO. That's what I do. So I don't really take days off as far as like days off of work and stuff like that. I really don't take days off. But what I do is because I got like probably less now, but I had like 90 or 80 hours of PTO because I never really take days off. But what I do is I take early and PTO a mukbang. So in a sense, I'm essentially while I'm doing the mukbang, I'm still getting paid, and I try to do it within the time of, the allotted PTO as far as getting home, getting the food ready, setting up the camera and whatnot. So it's, in a sense, I'm technically still getting paid because I'm on PTO. So that's what I use my PTO for. I use my PTO to do YouTube, so it can pay for itself. Because essentially, I mean, that's what it's doing. Like it pays for itself. So instead of me, using it to, frivolous and do unnecessary things, I just PTO the end of the day. Give me enough time to go to the grocery store, set up cameras, probably already set up anyway, everything because I was already knowing what I was going to do when I got off, you know. So that's what I do. I PTO my, a lot of people say that's crazy. Like, you should use your time off for, relaxation and da 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 da. Everybody, you relax when you're dead. And I don't mean, I know it sounds a little harsh, but yeah, it's not relaxed. I feel like I've relaxed for 29 years and hitting on 30. And I'm trying to make some things happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to be the generational cycle breaker. A lot of people don't want to sacrifice their lives, for the future generation. Me, I'm willing to sacrifice, my time and my life for so that my future family or siblings, children, what have you, they don't have to, and they'll be able to spend more time, with their children and be more of a family. Somebody has to break the generational curse. So a lot of people ask me, like, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got, at this particular point, no. And for that particular reason, I chose to be the sacrifice and break the generational curse. And in doing so, it's going to hopefully for future generations make it a little bit easier for them to live. So that's my plan. That's the plan. It's kind of unfortunate because you miss out on a lot of events, and you miss out on a lot of family time, and you miss out on a lot of just going out and doing things and leisure things and things like that. But somebody has to break this generational curse because we're not getting nowhere. In my case, you know what I mean. I just don't see no progression. I just see it stagnant, and the family name, essentially could die off. If there's no support, up under no foundation. Not to say there is no foundation, but I'm trying to, lay a foundation. So that's my story. I don't even know how I got on that topic. What was I talking about? I don't even know. I always get on the topic for just on conscious. I didn't think I've ever been to West Virginia. Have I ever been to West Virginia? If there is a military base there, then I probably have because my sister was stationed a lot of places, and for the most part, most places that I did visit was because she was stationed there. Drinking some like and cooking a pot of wood. Well, it's a good night to cook a pot. This is one of them. Oh yeah, this is my motto. I would put this on a T-shirt. I don't know. I feel like it's probably like already copywritten or something like that. It would be nice to have like a hat or something like that. I was looking at merchandise today also. Um, from what the thing said, I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do more research into it because I definitely want some merch, at least a T-shirt, an apron, or something. Something to offer you. So I definitely want some merch. But the video that I was watching says you have to have 10,000 subs and something else. I don't remember what else. It was 10,000 subs. I don't know. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody in here has more than 10,000 subs or knows anyone that has it, more than 10,000 subs, and y'all know a little bit more about it, definitely correct me if I'm wrong. But I definitely want to do some merch. But from the video that I watched, they say you have to have 10,000 subs for the people that's been asking, for the merch and stuff like that. So, and from the other male brands, you definitely have your yo, like straight up Miss Sassy, like the whole story behind the mukbang thing. Like I was watching Beat Love initially. No, I take that back. I was watching dang it, what's this lady name? She's very, in my eyes, very famous. She was like the first mukbanger ASMR, most of ASMR. I think her name is ASMR something. She's the older lady with the nails. She's very funny. I think she's short. She's a dark skinned lady. Y'all may know if I'm describing her right. Oh my God, what's that lady name? I can't think of the lady name, but I was watching her. Then I kind of started watching Be Love, and then Steph and Tosh and Dame Dash and everybody else just kind of started trickling in. But definitely watching Be Love for maybe like a good year because I had already wanted to do a YouTube, couldn't think of the outlet, couldn't think of which way to go, and that's how mukbangs. And I thought mukbangs are very fun, and I like to cook. I initially did want to do cooking videos, but there's a lot of doing a cooking video, like doing a cooking channel. You may as well be doing a vlog channel because it's technically a cooking vlog because you're vlogging, and it's a lot that goes into that. You definitely want a team. Shout out to the team mukbangers. They got somebody else, sitting beside them, as they talking and eating. It's so helpful. Either way, I like them myself. I'm always jumping off subject. I forgot what I was talking about. So just gonna move to the next question. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah. I studied it, for at least I know at least a good year, and then I went for it. Started recording on my cell phone, my phone was leaning against a box. Sometimes it leaned against the lamp, so the lamp light can shine down in the camera and give me good lighting because I didn't have really, I didn't have any lights essentially. Um, and yeah, I just started doing it, and I had to find my own lane. Whatever I do, I think I forget. I don't know what that was, but either way, I don't know what that was. Either way, yeah. So I mean, I had to find my own lane, and essentially what I figured out was, and how to find your own lane. You just stay in your own lane. Like you just be you, you know. Because can't I tell people all the time, like, and I even in starting in myself, you know, I even often forgot my own words sometimes, but I tell people all the time, literally nobody else can be you. Like literally nobody, unless you got like a twin identical or something. Even then there are differences. But literally nobody else can be you. And nobody else can do you the way that you do you. And you're individual for a reason. And your personality is your personality. So no matter what you do, 1,000 times the same way the same thing that somebody else does, it'll always be you doing it. It'll always be in your way. So essentially, you know, I found my own lane by being me, and yeah, that was it. That was the story. Yeah, that's how I got started. And you know, it's been up from there. I just, you know, like y'all see me sometimes. I talk a lot on the mukbang. Sometimes I talk through the mukbang. Sometimes I talk at the end. Sometimes I talk at the beginning. Sometimes I don't talk at all. It's just the feeling of the day. Like it's just what I'm feeling that day is usually how I go with it. And I record. I hit the record button. So yeah, that's usually what I do. But, no comment, no comment. Blessings to you as well. Cooking with Teddy. Is it wrong for a woman to ask a man out, or is it desperate? So I actually touched. I think it was, you know, I think it was in my mood bang that's coming out Monday. I kind of touched on something like that because Stephen touched maybe, you know, a good point of view. I saw something on Facebook also, and it says where, you know, who do men vent to? And it was just a lot of people like it shared a lot, you know. And to answer your question, no, I don't think so. Um, it definitely depends on the guy. Um, Essentially, the essence of that happening in the right manner would be a good thing. Like it would be a good thing to feel chosen, basically. So it's definitely not a wrong thing to do. Now you also have to define the type of guy that you're going after. If you're going after Billy on the block, you know what I'm saying? Then they may look at you like you're a certain kind of character because you in the energy space of that type of thing that's going on. But if you're going after um, Derek from Building 3, you know, corporate office or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It would essentially seem good. I'm gonna start back going live on Streamlabs because I don't have this issue on Streamlabs. Only thing about Streamlabs, for some reason YouTube doesn't catch it and it always flags the video. I don't know if they don't work together or not. But either way, someone like me, if I'm out and I'm only gonna look because I don't want to look desperate myself. So I'm only like I already scope as soon as I open the door. So I'm only gonna give one good look and in hopes that that look, you know, we kind of intertwine. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of your cue. And not to say that I wouldn't be in a position to approach. It's nice to feel chosen, and everybody's different. So I would say, I would say, know what it is that you're attempting, to go after, I guess, and you'll know how to handle the situation. But I don't think so, and not it wouldn't be in my eyes. That if you do it yourself, uh, bro, this thing keep knocking me off. They don't want me to be great. They don't never want me to be great. Definitely all day, Capricorn, all day. Let's see. On behalf of women, I really appreciate your style. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. And the thing about it is, I don't mind people getting what they came for. You know what I'm saying? If you came for the talking points, I hope you get it. If you came for the shirt off, I hope. It's just so freaking annoying. Man, um, I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. I talked to my tarot lady because I follow a tarot lady on YouTube. As far as like, 'cause you can't know everything, but it's good to know what energy space to place yourself in during that time of month. So it won't seem trying, you know what I'm saying? And in any other eyes, it would seem like, you're in a trying moment, but if you can't prepare, but if you just somewhat know what energy space that you're in and to place yourself, that's why I like the tarot readers, for those of you that are into that. It definitely helps. It definitely helps you get through the month. But yeah, I definitely plan on staying in my own lane. I don't plan on changing my style of doing it. Um, and I just like appreciate the fact that um, everybody gets their own thing from it, and that was the entire goal anyway, was to offer all audiences something without being disrespectful towards any audience. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody gets their own little something. Some people get their laugh, some people get their, word of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's different for everybody. I love the fact when I go through the comments, none of them are the same, except for the people that kind of comment on other people's comments. I love the comments, by the way. I do it for the comments. I love the comments, and I literally read. I don't know what's gonna happen when it get to be a lot, but I read every single one. I literally read every single one. Like my lunch break, my 15-minute breaks, like it's like essentially every second that I have to spare outside of anything else that has to take place is on YouTube. Like it's crazy, but that's the life. You know what I'm saying? That's the life. And I definitely appreciate that. Yeah, what was that Miss Ends Geeks with that? Definitely appreciate that coming on for Steph and Tasha. I definitely appreciate Steph and Tasha for making that video and just kind of putting us on the map. You know what I'm saying? It was awesome to see. Because we like to be appreciated too. Regardless of what the stereotype is, we definitely like to be appreciated. Ask me out for a beer or something like that. And of course I'm gonna pay, but it's just nice to it's just nice to get a gesture. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying open the door for me and you know what I'm saying, pull my chair out or I ain't saying none of that, but it's nice to not always be the one to have to offer, basically. So I think they touched on some good points, and if y'all didn't see that video on Steph and Tosh page, you should go check it out. I think it's a good video, and that burrito, I'm gonna have to replicate it. And that burrito look bomb, like that burrito looks so goddamn good. Oh man, Definitely pushing and grinding. I appreciate that, Lisa. Sister. Keep this thing pushing and grinding. Appreciate that. I wish I could get it on the hands. I feel like it's probably already copywritten or something like that. Do I enjoy all the mukbangs? I actually do. I actually do enjoy all the mukbangs. And it would be wise to trend. Like, honestly, it would be wise to trend. And when I say to trend, to do everything that all the other mukbangers do. It would be wise as far as numbers. I'm not gonna lie. It would be wise to, to trend your channel. But I'm just the kind of person to where I can't fake it. And it's so hard for me to fake it. Like, my face gonna tell it all. I can't fake it. And I can't sit up there and eat something on camera that I don't like. you know. Now if it's a challenge, I'm definitely doing the challenge. But if it's something I don't like, but I'm being challenged to do it, the challenge in itself makes me like it and makes me want to do it. But it ain't something like that. What was the beast of egg? Man. That was probably harder than the 20 times spicy wings. I'm not gonna flex. That was probably harder than the 2 times turkey leg, the whole turkey leg, a whole 2 time turkey leg, and that was hot. But that was hard. That was probably harder than the 2 times noodles. There's just something about when you get the whole egg in your mouth, that yolk just starts to like turn to glue, and like you can't chew, you can't swallow, and you just, oh man, it was all bad. It was all bad. It was all bad. And uh, I forgot. I went after I got through. I was like, man, I need to go walk this down because it's just like it was just clogging me up. Like them goddamn eggs was clogging me up. And I was like, man, I gotta go walk. So I took the dog and then we went to walk or whatever. And I just put my headphones on. I essentially forgot. I could still feel the burn. Of course, you feel the burning sensation on your lips. Um, but I just didn't really wasn't thinking too much of it because I've done 2 times so many times. Like, I wasn't thinking too much of it. And all of a sudden, it's just like my whole intestine just took a left. I was like, whoa, what the food? Like, I forgot. Like, I swear I forgot I had just ate 8 eggs. I forgot. I swear I forgot. And my whole inside just locked up and it just started burning. And and then the gas came. And I was just like, oh, I ate what's the damn thing? Beast of egg. I ate the beast of eggs. Man, I know that's TMI. That was a little, I know that was a little TMI, but that's a little something that goes on in the background. A lot of mukbangers say they don't have side effects. I wouldn't say there's a side effect. That's more of a natural, to be quite honest. I mean, I ate 8 eggs, right? But, bro, my whole insides was locked up. For real. So if anybody, like, I'm what I'm gonna say. So I'm hoping that I set the bar high enough. I hope I set the bar high enough. I ate 8 whole eggs and 2 times spicy sauce. I hope I set the bar high enough, and don't nobody try to challenge it and go against it. Because if anybody try to challenge it, like, what if somebody eat 9 eggs? Then I'm gonna have to eat 10. And what if somebody do 10? Then I'm gonna have to eat the whole carton. And I just feel this whole thing coming. I swear, I just feel it coming. I swear. You know how you feel something coming? I feel it coming. Somebody's gonna try to go above 8 eggs, and this is gonna turn bad. This is gonna turn bad, real bad, for a lot of people's stomachs. Man, it's crazy. It is crazy. Appreciate that, Jamaica. What's good, Tam's Table? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, go check out Tam's Station. It's a wonderful channel. Appreciate that. For your family to keep up every night. Nah, I say not. I didn't want my family to know I had a YouTube. Um, Eventually, I was gonna find out. Eventually, I was planning on having my family on here, but you know, I don't want them reading some of the comments. Which I'm grown, like it ain't nothing, you know. It is what it is. I mean, but yeah, my grandma ain't getting on no YouTube reading no comments anyway. It is what it is at this point. I'm in it. Like once you in it, you in it. Like what am I gonna do? Like what am I gonna do? Some people don't give shout outs. If I can remember, I would definitely give shout outs. A lot of times I get shout outs because while I'm doing the mukbang, I'm thinking of something that I had previously saw on someone else's mukbang. That's why I always, not only do I watch a lot of mukbangs to support, but mostly to give them, you know, their watch time, and that's important, and make sure you give me likes, and you know, just being a part of the community, and it's just very important, you know, to be a part of that. So I definitely try to shout out. I'm always thinking of the stuff that I've seen on somebody else's channel, and then when I think of their channel, I give them a shout out because it pretty much helped me with my channel. Like, I watch for inspiration. I watch for, you know, cue points, and I watch for, you know, oh nice, or like eating with Kim with the wooden spoon. Like I thought that was nice as hell, so I got a wooden spoon. Steph and Tosh use a wooden spoon, so sometimes too. Like the little wooden slab, I saw that on this Asian girl that I watch. She eats like raw seafood and stuff like that, like the jumping shrimp and stuff. But she had like this wooden thing. I was like, oh, that looks very nice. And then I'm gonna get a black tablecloth. So, I saw that on what is name? Avocado. He uses the black tablecloth a lot of times, and it really makes the food pop. And I want to try that out and see how that works out as far as having a black tablecloth. Um, yeah, I'm always and sometimes after I'm doing a mukbang, if I know I'm finna go lay down and possibly take a nap, somebody is lucky out there. I just want to say, somebody in this YouTube world is lucky, and it's always random. There's no one specific. It's always random. But what I do is I know I'm gonna fall asleep because I'm tired. Like the seafood be the hottest. Anything be the hottest. A lot of food be the hottest. But I know I'm tired. I know I'm finna probably go to sleep. So I choose a random channel. You may not get the like at that point because of what I'm about to say. But I choose a channel and I make sure autoplay is on. Go to the beginning of their videos, and the whole time while I'm asleep, 2-3 hours, however long while I'm asleep, your video is getting 2 or 3 hours of watch time. And all the ads, whether it be a 15-minute ad, 7-minute ad, 2-minute ad, 30-second ad, all the ads are being played. So that's my way of giving back to the community. No, you don't get a like at that particular point, but whenever you're going through your watch videos or going through any of your history of videos, if you've already watched it, the red line will be to the end, and then I'll go ahead and like it because I know it probably played while I was asleep. And not to say that it's not me supporting the channel or anything like that. I definitely support. I definitely watch everybody's videos. I can, of course, there's so many mukbangs out there. Of course, I can't watch every video, but I try to catch as many as I can because I get a lot of support on my end. So I just want to be as, you know, I just want to give it out as much as I'm giving. You know, I do like that. That's so important to me. Like, it's so important, and it's such a big part of the whole thing. You know, just giving it back out the way you receive it. So, you know how I eat. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm getting better with the 2 times. I'm getting better. I'm definitely getting better. I'm getting a little immune to the 2 times because it wasn't bad. The egg was worse than the 2 times, to be honest. And then I felt like maybe the yolk got inside my stomach and it coated enough because the 2 times it wasn't that bad. A little indigestion, but it wasn't that bad. But I plan on doing any collabs. Of course, definitely plan on doing some collabs. Definitely want to do some collabs. Not right now though. So I definitely want. I've said this from the beginning. I've done collab. I already did a collab. I did. I know what you mean as far as side by side. I definitely want to do side by side collab. But what else would I say? I did virtual collab with M&H, Muchdown, and C Circle, two of my moderators. By the way, shout out to both of those channels. If y'all don't subscribe to those channels, definitely go subscribe. And their links are usually in my descriptions. But I did virtual collab with them, but I haven't done anything side by side. So I definitely want to do it. I feel like the first one, whoever is I ain't gonna say unlucky person, it's just gonna be. I think the first one is probably always the best one because you don't know what to expect, but you probably don't know what to expect on any of them. I don't know how it's gonna be, but hopefully by the time I get like 10K, I think that's a good number, 10K. And I don't know. I know you don't have to be at a certain number, but I think like 10K, and get some collabs, get some good collabs in. Not even 10K. I don't know. I guess when I ain't gonna say when I feel comfortable enough to do it. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But I do want to do it. So I always watch other people's collabs, and they always look like they having the most fun, you know. So I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. I don't know if it's happening. Honestly, I didn't even grow up eating boiled eggs. The first time I ever ate a boiled egg was on YouTube. I never eaten a boiled egg before. I didn't like boiled eggs. I like Easter eggs, but what I would do is tear the egg white apart and throw the yolk away. I never eaten a whole egg in my life. Like never before YouTube. Like the first time y'all saw me eat an egg on whatever the first video that was, I'm sure it was a seafood boil from way back when. I have 200 videos now, 250,000 views. Shout out to Team Picasso. But yeah, 250,000, like 250,000 people have viewed my content. That's a lot of people. Like, y'all, that's a lot of people. 250,000. Like, I know, there's people like that with millions of views, and to me, it's special. Okay, whenever I'm instancing anything, it's me. Like I feel special. You know what I'm saying? Like I just man, 250,000 people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. And that's a pretty awesome thing. But yeah, yeah. This is my mother refuses to read the comments. I believe because man, it'd be ruthless. It'd be ruthless in them comments. But like I say, according to the statistics, kids don't watch me. I never intended of being, you know, I'm not gonna say I don't want to be a kid friendly channel, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? The channel isn't necessarily aiming in that direction. It never really was, to be honest. So, um, I ain't got no kids. So I let people parent their own kids. You keep your child from watching my content. You know, that's your job. Yeah. So that's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? You bought them the iPad, you bought them the iPhone, learn how to read the search history, see what they're doing. That's your job. You're the parent, not me. Oh no, not embarrassed. Not embarrassed at all. YouTube, work, and personal life, does it become overwhelming at times? No, not at all. I can honestly say it doesn't. It's just like drinking water, to be quite honest. And what you can compare it to is that first year at a new job, you know what I'm saying? And you wanna you gotta go through your training, you gotta go through, all that you gotta go through, and you just can't wait till you get past that period of anxiousness. That period of anxiousness for YouTubers is your monetization in a sense. And not necessarily monetization, but technically that's about it. Like that's what it is. So that period, for you is that moment, and in anything, what people may not realize, or may or may not realize, YouTube, in a sense, I mean, however you want to say it, anything that offers an advertisement is a business. It's a business. YouTube is a business. YouTube is for entrepreneurs. It's entrepreneurs that are advertising themselves. That's why I said what I said earlier. You know, your individuality is what sells. Your personality is what sells. Nobody can be you. That's anybody can do this YouTube thing because everybody is a different person. You know what I'm saying? And and that's just what it is. You're a walking billboard, literally. Like you're literally a walking billboard, and you have to sell yourself each and every day, just like you going to a 9 to 5 is what I consider it. Um, it's just like going to a 9 to 5. Like you want your boss to know you're good at what you do. You're gonna get in there and you're gonna perform and you're gonna keep up with your numbers or metrics or whatever it is. I ain't got nothing to drink. Whatever it is, um, that it is that you got to do, and YouTube in a sense is the same thing. You go, if anybody in here works or ever worked at a call center and you have numbers and you have metrics and you know what happens to your numbers and your metrics when you get up and go to the bathroom, don't post on YouTube for a day and it's just like you got up and went to the bathroom, because your for people who know about adherence and staying, in your metric and things like that, for people to have an understanding of that, it's exactly what it is. Like I kid you not, it's exactly what it is. So if you do good in a corporate environment where you happen to adhere to a metric, that's why I thank God, our Lord. I thank you so much because He always brings, everything in a sense. He brings it to me before I even get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always happened to me that way. I've always been blessed to go through whatever it is that I'm about to go through before I go through it. Like I kid you not. Like I swear to God. Like every single time, like no matter what job it is, I go into it knowing my focus in that. But yeah, sorry, they keep knocking me off the line. Say I'm getting ready to go into a kitchen. I know my essential position, and from the universe is not placing me in this Olive Garden. For instance, I used to work at Olive Garden, by the way. It's not placing me in this position for me to be the best chef or the best cook at Olive Garden. For somebody it may be, but for me, it's not. I'm not in that position to be that person. I'm in this position to learn something, and so that I can carry over something to my next something. It's always about up, up, up. The stairs never end. Like it's always up. The stairs literally never end. And the only way that you can elevate, the only way that you can get to that next step in life, and the only way that you get to that next step in anything, you have to be appreciative of the moment. Like that's the key to the universal key to life. Like you have to be appreciative of the moment. You have to be appreciative of everything that you're going through. You can't say that you're going through, because you have to have an understanding that the universe is putting something in your position to let you know, if you can handle this, you can get to the next step. But if you can't handle this, I can't carry you on. You're gonna have to carry yourself. A lot of people want to be picked up and carried and throw across the back and carried, but you have to carry yourself. And the only way that you can get to the next step, the only way that you yourself can get to the next step is you have to get up off your ass and you have to carry yourself on to the next thing. So whatever it is that I've ever done in life, I go into it knowing that there's something else on the other side. In order for me to get to the other side, I have to conquer the position that I'm in the moment. So I go into it looking for all signs, all cues, all things, all energy spaces. I go into it looking for what is it essentially that put me in this position to be here, because I know this position ain't forever. You know what I mean? So once I feel gathered what it is that I came here for, once I feel that I've gained the appreciation for the moment and for the time, and once I feel that, what I came to learn and what I came to grasp from this, I've gotten, I say thank you to the universe. I say thank you, Lord. Thank you, who you worship, thank you, and give appreciation towards that moment and that time. And then I elevate. And it just continues to rise, and it continues to go, and it continues, and that's just how it is. Like that's how it works. So when I figured that out, there wasn't a moment in any career field that I was in where I could be touched. There wasn't a moment, because I knew that the universal power was within me, and it was always behind me, and it was always pushing me, and it was always holding me. and I couldn't be touched. Like when you in his hands, like when he really got his hands around you, and you really in his hands, you can't be touched. And to people who don't have that understanding on the outside, managers, leads, team leads, whoever, you know, whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying, they don't have that understanding. And then when you're not phased with whatever it is that they throwing at you, it angers them and it puts them in a position of, what is this? That's a song, by the way. What is this? What is this? You don't let me see right now. Yeah, that's all. It's an old song. But yeah, they don't understand. And this is like the story of my life. It's just like the story of my life. But yeah, when he put his hands around you, he ain't gonna never let go. And it's a feeling, and you will know it because you just can't be touched. Like nothing can phase you, nothing can push you, nothing can pierce your energy. Like you can't be touched. Like, I don't even know how I got on that subject. I'm going to the next question. Uh, I ain't got my glasses on, dog. So what else? So because I pay for premium, do y'all still get paid for my views? I would assume so. The ads are separate. The ads are its whole own thing. Of course, Google owns it, but the ads in itself is essentially um, what could you compare it to? Uh, I try to give an understanding to so people understand. The ads in itself is essentially to I don't know, like a job with what do you call it? You sell stuff. Man, I used to work in sales. I can't even think of it. I used to learn. I worked in sales. Whatever it is that pay that you make from the sale that you get, that's what the ads are. I can't think of the name. Somebody gonna throw it up in the comments eventually. Whatever it is that they ain't call compensation. It's all with a C, but that's essentially what the ads are. So YouTube in itself is your hourly pay. The ads are, damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh fuck it. So what's your next mukbang gonna be, or is it a secret? It's a secret. I like for it to be a secret. I would love to do one with Steph and Tosh. I don't know if I've saw Cuzzo AB. First time I saw Cuzzo AB, I don't know why I haven't been to her channel, by the way. I don't know why. Because the first time I was very interested, and I was very interested because they were at the VidCon, and Steph and Tosh rented Airbnb. And I believe Cuzzo AB jumped into the pool. I was like, oh man, I'm hooked. But I don't know why I haven't made it to her channel. I definitely have to make it over there. But when I go back to California, because I will be going back to California, because I don't know if it's like that all the time, but it was just like that moment for me was perfect. It was like blue skies and just, oh man, it was nice. It was nice. I couldn't believe people live like that every day. Like I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it. But, because of AB, yeah, she was very hilarious on that video. They all were so hilarious together. I don't know if they've done any collabs or anything since, but that was a great video. Appreciate that, David Martin. It was good. We ended up to the live down. To the live. Oh, Mel Cologne named after you. That would be nice. I don't know how that would tie in with mukbangs. I mean, I guess it essentially wouldn't. I don't know if I have a lot of men followers, to be quite honest. Like my male audience. I have a male audience, so I do definitely try to give appreciation to the male audience, but it's not as big. Um, I would love to have. I would love for it to be half and half. However, give me some views. But it's actually I don't actually have a very very big male audience. Thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. Really. commission. That's what it's called, commission. Thank you for correcting me, Willette. Welcome to the live. Commission. That's essentially what the Google ads are. Um, yeah, pretty much it's commission. It's the best way that I can describe it. But I do love all the new things that I do. Somebody asked a question earlier, because I eat food that I like to eat, and I feel that's important. You know, trending is good. Like, trust me, trending is damn good for your numbers. Like, very good for your numbers. But for me, I want to look like I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I want to eat my food and really enjoy it, because essentially I'm actually eating. Like, during that time, like, I probably hadn't ate that day, so I'm actually hungry. So I want to enjoy my food. You know what I'm saying? With y'all, of course, but so I eat what I like to eat. I went, man, so I ain't gonna talk about it because there are a few people at this grocery store near that I actually like, and they cool folks a long way, and they real good folks. But I asked one of the people, I was like, "Do y'all sell smoked turkey legs?" It was like, "Nah, we sell regular turkey legs." It's like, "No, you need the smoked. I need the smoked. I don't need the regular. I need the smoked." And there's like, "Oh yeah, we got them smoked." I was like, "That's where have you been? Like, where have you been all your life? Like, what?" So y'all know the turkey legs got the red plate or foam plate up under. He pointed me in the direction of that. I said, "Sir, that's seasoning meat. You will die, literally die, if you eat that. Like, you are gonna die, because that stuff is so salty. Like, that's seasoning for your cabbage and collards and whatnot." And I was like, "What the hell?" So he's like, "Oh no, they don't sell nothing like that. They don't, no, I ain't never heard of that. I've been a butcher for all these years. They don't sell nothing like that." And I was about to pull out my phone and show the few smoked turkey leg videos I've done this far to prove a point. But in some cases, I'm that person. I like to see how far somebody gonna take a lie. I really wanted to see how far he's gonna take that lie. So he went on and on and on and on and on. And I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm tired of listening to y'all laugh on the inside long enough. I'm out of breath. But yeah, he just swore up and down, there's no such thing as a smoked turkey leg that ain't for seasoning meat. And I'm just like, and I said, what's your title? What's your position again? And he said he's, the big guy, essentially. And I was like, "Sir, like, whatever." I was over it at that point, because I really wanted to do a smoked leg and some B-Love sauce burger. They don't even know what that is at this particular place. So just ruined my whole day. Freaking Debbie Downers. I got to go all the way across town. So what I'm gonna do, where the Walmart at, where I usually get them from. I mean, the thing about it is, it ain't no guarantee that they're gonna have them on that day when I go. But essentially, what I'm gonna have to do when I get off, since the Walmart is closer to my job, I'm gonna have to go ahead and rack up on them. They really ain't expensive at all. They wasn't no more than like $3 or $4. It was like two in a pack. I want to say go by the pound, maybe like $1 something a pound. Them look so good, man. Them smell, ooh, they look so good. Like, some people, like, I see a lot of videos. Everybody do theirs different. And you can definitely tell the region somebody lives in by the way they prepare their food. And a lot of people prepare it like the fair, like when you go to the state fair or something like that, and it's just whole. Like, it still has, a little texture to it. It's whole, it sticks to the bone. But where I'm from, we don't eat them like that. Like, even if we put them in foil, as soon as you open the foil, you're gonna see the bone, because the meat just gonna fall to the side. So that's why I make mine to where the meat just falling off the goddamn bone. I love a smoked turkey leg and falling off the bone. And the ones I get from Walmart, they're not salty. Like they're just perfect. Like you can even season it yourself, and it'll still be seasoned. Like you can tell they just like essentially smoked it with whatever kind of wood that they use. But oh man, I want some smoked turkey legs, but I had to go a long way. Y'all don't understand. Like for those out there that in here that are mood bangers, or for those of you that sub that are mood bangers, y'all have y'all own, difficulties, for the people that, got a car or whatever. I ain't got no car. So imagine how many times I have to walk to the grocery store. Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't want to know. So y'all see me sweating. That's essentially where it came from. Like as far as not having a shirt on, I couldn't freaking breathe because I was hot. Because 9 times out of 10, I literally just came out of 98-degree weather from walking to get the food, and I know I didn't have to walk, but in my mind, that walk saved me the Uber money that could go towards more food. So it's kind of like, you sacrifice, and it ain't no big walk, but a lazy person with Uber, like it's literally not a big walk. I was like literally across the street, um, but yeah. So that's where the shirt thing came from. Um, I actually have a video of exotic fruits. If you want to go check that out, I'll do a fruit playlist. This is not the time of year for exotic fruits. A lot of the exotics start to not come to America around this time of year. If they do, they don't have the best of taste. Um, I'll check at the grocery store and see what they got. And whatever they got, that's what I'll use. Yo, so I saw this spiky mango. It's like a spiky mango. Anybody knows what that is? It's a yellow. It has a yellow skin on it, and it was spiky. That fruit, one fruit, $6 for one. The orange that I ate, that one orange was like $2.35 because it was like organic or something. I don't know. It was something special about it. That motherfucker was good, boy. That orange so good. Oh my god. Ooh, it was so. I don't know if I had an orange in a long time, like a fresh orange, because I used to eat fruit all the time growing up. Because my grandma had the cake holder turned upside down, and it was just full of walnuts and almonds and all these different kind of nuts. But it was always an orange or an apple or something up in there too. This is what we ate. Like growing up, we ate a lot of you know fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot. I mean, of course, we ate a lot of soul food, but it was just because my grandma worked in a hospital. She's a dietitian, and my mom, she had diabetes, and that kind of helped her with her meals and stuff like that too. But she served to hospital people, so a lot of times, like after my mom passed, she was tired. Like after working all day, like you went back, stopped being a grandma and went to being a mom and taking care of, 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So she'll bring the food home from work, and we ate a lot of dietary food growing up, which still was good. Of course, she had her own flavor, but essentially it wasn't bad for us. And, it wasn't a lot of fat and it wasn't a lot of unhealthiness. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I forgot about something. I appreciate that. But yeah, I forgot about something. I'm going to get some food now, actually. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm not going to move bang it. I don't think, depending on if it's raining. I really want to go sit on a patio at a Mexican bar. Y'all love Mexican. I love Mexican food. I think it's like, oh, my stomach done. Oh, my stomach. All that good white queso. I'm so hungry. I've been watching mukbangs all day. I really want to go sit on a patio at a Mexican restaurant and drink some margaritas or something. I don't know. It's probably what I'm finna go do. I love Mexican. Love it. Some enchiladas, some good chicken enchiladas, that pulled chicken, and some queso blanco with some pico de gallo. But yeah, I'm about to jump off this live though, and go get some food. I'm hungry. I can't believe I'm hungry. I did a huge mukbang earlier, and I'm hungry. I'm figuring out my mukbang schedule because I would love to do a mukbang in the morning and one at night. I would really love that. And if I was to go get some food right now, I'm really hungry. I do a real good mukbang. but probably not. Either way, it's the first time here. Thumbs up this video. I definitely appreciate y'all for joining. We're gonna try to work in some Saturdays. Seem like, yo, I like the what I've come to learn. Don't order probably enchiladas, something that I can chew. You know, I ain't gotta pick too much out my teeth and worry about it getting stuck and all that. It's probably what's gonna go for something easy, easy peasy. Um, what I finna say? What happened? Oh yeah, you know what I've learned. So don't ask. Depending on where you go, don't ask for them to make you a margarita on the rocks. Make you the margarita that's turning in the thing. The thing that's turning is always the best one. It always has the best stuff in it because all day, filling it up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So always get the one frozen. Yeah. Well, sometimes it don't be frozen. Sometimes it be. I don't mind if it's a little slushy. I don't like it too frozen because my breasts get cold and it hurts. Um, but yeah, always get the turning thing. I always get that because that's the best one. That's what I learned so far. That's the best one. And if you want to add a little, shooter or, depending on how you like it. So organic fruit better than store-bought. Honestly, I don't know what organic means. I don't know what that means. Honestly, I don't know what it means to make something organic. I want to say, and it's a stretch, I want to say they don't use anything to kill the bugs and stuff like that as far as pesticides and things of sprays. They don't spray it. I want to say they don't like add any wax coating or anything because most fruit has a protective wax coating on it which repels insects and bugs because a lot of the fruit is grown in regions that's not habitual for that type of fruit. So I want to say that's what organic means. Organic means that it's essentially grown in natural soil in a place where it's known to grow and they didn't have to do anything as far as giving it to you, and it's probably local. You know what I'm saying? The shipping wasn't on an 18-wheeler, a plane, and a boat, and a cargo thing or whatever. That's what I'm thinking it is. I don't know. It sounds good, and it's always expensive. So I don't know, honestly, what the difference is. Maybe that'll be a good video. Getting regular fruit and then organic fruit and seeing what's really the difference between organic fruit and regular fruit. And that'll be the thumbnail. And then on top of it, I put, do you know? Or maybe this, do you know? I practice my thumbnails, by the way. I'm a dork. But anyway, you know what? Luckily, and it's lucky, and a lot of mukbang, a lot of tubers would probably believe me if I told you. I luckily have been able to pull the perfect. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I don't want to jinx myself. I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't even say that. I can't eat no more fruit. Fruit is good for you. What do you mean? Like fruit is good for you. Like you have to get your daily supply of fruit. Like fruit is so good for you. Like it's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good for your organs. Each and every fruit and each color of fruit does its own essential things. So it's good. Everybody should. I ain't gonna say everybody. Yeah. But you should always eat fruit. And I got a mango. I may do I wish I had, man. So I keep checking this pawn shop up here up the street. Like, I'm real. Like, I ain't gonna flex. If I can go to Goodwill and find one of them motherfuckers, I will. But of course, they don't sell stuff like that. But I keep checking this pawn shop up the street for a mic. And I feel like that's the best way. I go to Best Buy, they expensive. Like, Best Buy is expensive. I would put it on my Target credit card because I would get like so many points back and all that. I just want to buy it flat out. Target is expensive though, and Best Buy is very expensive. If I can catch me a good mic from pawn shop up the street, to get one, and I'll do an ASMR fruit video because I want to do some ASMR. What happened? I missed it. Dang. I don't know what you're talking about. I just be eating. I just be doing the, doing some pineapple. I love pineapple. I love pineapple. So what would you say would be the best thing to do? Eat the pineapple rings that's already in it. Honestly, to be quite honest, y'all gonna laugh. Y'all remember the canned pineapple rings from elementary school? Put them motherfuckers up in the freezer. Them the best pineapple you can eat. The best. I love the canned pineapple. I eat canned pineapple before I eat fresh pineapple. I like fresh pineapple. But them canned pineapple by Dole, put them there in the freezer. Oh my God, I'm probably going to the grocery store now. I love me some canned pineapple. Oh my God, them canned pineapple be so good. And then, back in school, they give you that, fill the whole thing with juice and give you one ring. And you'd be so mad. So disgusting. So mad. Can't believe I don't have it off either. I actually don't want to talk about that. Stack ass. I'm not. I don't want to talk about that. You said I don't know how to eat the proper way. See, that's why I keep eating it. So you know what I'm saying. So I just got to keep eating it and eating it and eating it and eating it. The only way you're gonna learn how to eat it better, you just got to keep on eating it. You know what I'm saying? And just eat it all day. And you get better. Over time you get better. You gonna learn how to eat that fruit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it says thanks for cleaning out routines. Is organic all the way. I don't know the difference though. Yeah, that fresh pineapple always burn my own roof. I said burn my roof. It always burn the roof of my mouth. It always cut. That fresh pineapple, it'd be so good. It always burn. Always. It always burns the roof of my mouth. I don't like that. To be honest. I'll eat it. Like I don't like ham. I don't like pineapple on my ham. I'm not that person. Um, but I like the flavor. I'll take the pineapple off. Same as the cake. I'll probably take the pineapple off, but I like it. I'm a consistency. Like I can't eat a soft cake and then out of nowhere, like a cherry or a really juicy pineapple that's still juicy, but it's now hot and juicy. Oh man, it's just when you just eating the cake and all of a sudden you just get a burst of pineapple juice. Like that's I can't. I can't. I don't know. What's good, honey glaze? Team Cap all day. Yeah, I love eating. I can eat all day, honestly. What's good, Benjamin? Welcome to the live and welcome to the fam. Appreciate you for subbing. You're in a good place and a good space. Y'all know I got bars, right? One day I'm gonna come out with an album. Y'all gonna see I got bars. There's too much acid. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Man, I believe it. But it's just something about. Y'all ever seen the people break down the pineapple when they peel it and the whole thing come out? It looks so good. It always looks so good. But then I went to look at other people's videos. I guess it depends on the brand and it depends on the region where it comes from because I've actually seen it successfully done. And they just pull it up and they pull it up and it goes around the ring. I've seen it successfully done. And then some people, they couldn't do it. So it must depend on the kind of pineapple and where it comes from, I would assume. But yeah, let me jump off this live so I go get me some food. I appreciate y'all for all the love, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribes, all the everything. On the next video, hopefully we have a wave check, waves back, full effect, fresh cut. I'm about to go get me some food and a stiff drink because I deserve it after a good work week and successfully mukbanging. Adios. Peace. Have a good night. Have a blessed weekend. Have a productive Monday.